This question was posted by Sony. Again, it's a question on circular arrangement. So take the next 1 or 2 minutes, try out this and let me know once you are done with the arrangement, and then we'll start solving. Yes, so Kala and Anil says they have finished doing it. So shall I start solving? We'll move on to the next slide. So what is given here? 8 persons P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W are sitting around a circular table, not necessarily in the same order. 3 of them are facing towards the center and the other 5 are facing outwards from the center. Immediate neighbours of U face the opposite directions. There are 2 persons who sit between P and V and 2 persons who sit between U and V. Okay, so let us start. So there are 8 people who are sitting around a circular table, and it is given there are 2 people who sit between P and V and 2 people who sit between U and V. So if I take this to be V, okay, 2 people, 8 people are there, right? 2 people sit between U and V. Similarly, 2 people sit between P and V. Correct? 2 people sit between P and V, 2 people sit between U and V. But this can be U, this can be P, or vice versa, right? There are basically 2 possibilities. Either this can be U and this can be P, or it will be like this. This is V and this is P and this is U. So there are 2 possibilities here, okay? Now let us try out both. One of them has to come correct. There can only be one correct answer. Correct? There are 2 persons who sit between P and V and 2 persons who sit between U and V. T sits second to the right of R who faces the center. Okay. T sits second to the right of R who faces the center. Let that be there. S faces the center of the circle and S sits third to the left of U. Okay. So S faces the center of the circle and S sits third to the left of U. So how will I place that? See, if this is the case, if S is sitting third to the left of U, 1, 2, 3, S can come here, but S is not here because already V is here. So S is third to the left of U means S has to be 1, 2, 3. This has to be S. And if this direction has to be the left of U, then that means that U is facing inwards, right? In this case, S is third to the left of U, and it is also given S is facing the center. So now here I have already found out 2 people who are facing the center. Okay. Now if this is the correct answer, then it was also given that the 2 neighbours of U face opposite direction. So one of them is facing inwards, the other one will face outward, and totally I know there are only 3 people facing inwards. So if this is the correct case, the third person who is facing inward will be one of these. The remaining guys will definitely face outwards. Correct? Based on the given information, it is given there are only 3 people who are facing inwards. Correct? Remaining everybody else has to face outwards. So already these 2 are facing inward and one of these guys will face inward. So the remaining guys has to face outwards. So this is the first case. Now let us apply this to the second case and see. So now in the second case, which can be S? See, S is third to the left of U. 1, 2, 3. S can come here because here there is already V. So where can S be? 1, 2, 3. This can be S. So if this is S, then what is the direction of U? It is given S is third to the left of U. So U has to face outwards. Then only S will be third to the left of U. And it is also given S is facing inwards. Okay, so S is facing inwards. Here you cannot fix the directions of the remaining people because only one person we have got who faces inwards and one person who we have got who is facing outward. Okay, yeah. So till this we have fixed. Then what else is given? T sits second to the right of R who faces the center. So T sits second to the right of R who faces the center. So if this is your case, okay, now if this is R, okay, if this is R, because we know, see, R has to be, in this case there are 3 people who are facing center, 1, 2, the third person has to come here or here. Now it is given R is facing the center and it is said T sits second to the right of R who faces center. So if this is R, T sits R is facing center, T sits second to the right of R. Okay, so this is going to be T, and obviously T is going to face outwards, right? T sits second to the right of R, who faces the center. Then P and W are not immediate neighbours of each other. So P and W are not immediate neighbours of each other. T sits third to the right of W, so this has to be W, and W who sits second to the left of Q, so this has to be Q. So this seems to be your correct arrangement, right? Because this seems to satisfy everything, so this has to be correct. If this is correct, then what does that mean? This has to go wrong. And it is also given here, neither U or T sits opposite to V, that is also satisfied. So basically all the conditions seem to be satisfied in the first case. Now let us see where the second case is going wrong. The second case has to go wrong somewhere. Okay, so we have placed S, we have placed U, and what else is given? S sits third to the left of U, then T sits second to the right of R, who faces the center. So where can I place T and R? See, if this is going to be R, okay, if this is R, it is given R is facing the center, correct? So R is facing the center means T has to be here, so not possible. So R cannot come here. Can this be R? If this is R, again which is T, R is facing center, this has to be T, not possible. This can be R. T sits second to the right of R. So if R is facing center, this can be T, right? This is one possibility. So this is R, then this is T. T sits second to the right of R, who faces the center. Then it is given T sits third to the right of W. So if this is T, which one should be W? 1, 2, 3. This has to be W. But we know that P and W cannot be neighbours. So this case is not possible. So R cannot come here for sure, because P and W can't be neighbours. So based on this arrangement, R cannot come here, here or here or here. So where is the only place I can keep R? Here is the only place I can keep R. Now it is given again T is sitting second to the right of R. So if this is R, then this has to be T. So again not possible. So basically if this is the arrangement that we are looking for, we will not be able to place R and T anywhere properly, so that none of the all the criteria are satisfied. Somewhere it is going wrong. So this is the wrong case. Okay, I hope you got it. See, R cannot be here, because if R is here, this has to be T, not possible. Again, if R is here, this has to be T. Again, it is not possible because T cannot be opposite to V. So I tried placing R here and T here. In that case, what is happening? P and W come close to each other. Again, it was given P and W are not immediate neighbours. So that is also not possible. So basically, I am unable to fix R and T by satisfying all the given conditions. So what is your correct arrangement? Your correct arrangement is this. So who are the people who are facing the center? People who are facing the center in the final arrangement are U, R and S, right? Who are facing outwards? People who are facing outward here are T, Q, V, W and P. So now if you get this, then you can answer all the questions that follow. Is it clear to all of you?